Yeah, well, good morning, everyone. And today, firstly, actually, we will see a mapping doc, and we will see how to write a test case based on these two documents. We will run query against each and every case in the already written in mapping document. So generally, this mapping doc will have. See, if you can see this, I will say things. See what I said. Firstly, mapping doc, and then test case. See, in the mapping doc, what actually we do is, what is the source and what staging area it is, what stage, what source, what a transformation, and what transformation, and then transformation, and then what target. These are the things we will write in the case of mapping document. Finally, what is the mapping means? What are the objects and how they are changing from source to target in a particular staging area, in a particular stage. So that is what actually mapping document. That mapping document I will show you, and how I have written, and I will share with you also. And coming to test case, in the test case, what we do is, we have seen already step 1, step 2, step 3, like that. We write some test cases. Maybe it is like length of number or length of particular string that I want to check. I want to check the name of the person, name of the candidate. I want to check whether some something appended to the number, appended, whether it is happened or not. So like few test cases, I will take my own in this class, and we will test against each test case. And how we check, I told you already, we use language called SQL. We use language called SQL to write a query, against each test, and I will check the target. After writing, I will write, after checking the target, I will write status, whether it is okay or not okay, I will write. And if any remarks are there, that remarks also I can write it. This is the thing now we are doing. So firstly, what is mapping document? See, if you see source, it is like staging. It means at a particular staging area, I am writing all these things, and I am doing in the Snowflake. And table name, EMP is the table name in the source, will not change. So in the source, table name is called EMP, employee, you can say. What are the columns I have taken in the employee table? Called ID, DEPT name, department name, and city where from he is working. And I think I have written some code also. I think like at the end, CGT underscore code of the city also I have taken. So in the same staging area, I am writing one more under the employee. What is that? Is called the code. Code only. Let me check. Recently I have added it. So yeah, code I have added. So another code I am adding here also. I will check one test case, like one transformation. What is that? Is called length of code. LVM, change length of code. Finding and changing length. It means length I am transforming, changing length. And target is called, see, transformations, what I am doing here. See, in the first case, in the first source table, for the employee ID, what I am doing is SK is the letter I am adding to the left side of the name. It means for the ID I am adding SK to the left. Why? Because see, there are some cases like we have seen surrogate key, like primary foreign key. Surrogate, the word is like, you general terms you can understand like what where we use means surrogate father. That I think. See, generally what a mother will do is, generally the mother will have some biological medicine from another candidate. అంటే వేరే ఫాదర్ ఒక వేరే మేల్ పర్సన్ నుంచి బయోలాజికల్ రిలేషన్స్ తో ఈమె బిడ్డలు కంటారు. యు నో దట్ ఐ థింక్ దే హ్యావ్ చైల్డ్. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ సరోగేట్ ఫాదర్ యూ సే. So in the same way, surrogate key we use here. FK, why I am adding means, for suppose there are like, let us say there are two institutes, they are merging together, almost same columns. In that case, see, one institute may add like SK, another institute may add like BK. It means some variation I have to give for these two institutes of same column after merging. ఒకసారి మర్జ్ చేసిన తర్వాత సేమ్ కాలమ్స్ మిక్స్ అయిపోతాయి, కాబట్టి మిక్స్ అవ్వకుండా ఉండడానికి ఐ విల్ అపెండ్ సమ్ టర్మ్స్ బిఫోర్ ద నేమ్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ యాక్చువల్లీ యాడ్ ఎస్కే టు ద లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ద నేమ్. సో ఒక నేమ్ కి నేను ఎస్కే అనేది లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ యాడ్ చేస్తాను. రెండోది, యాడ్ ఫస్ట్ 3 letters ఫ్రమ్ ఐడి, యాక్చువల్లీ ఫ్రమ్ నేమ్, ఫ్రమ్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నేమ్. వాట్ ఐ డూ ఈస్, ఫస్ట్ 3 letters I will take. First 3 letters I will take and pick first 3 letters from city and check lower case. అంటే అవి లోవర్ కేస్ అవుతున్నాయా లేకపోతే అప్పర్ కేస్ అవుతున్నాయా అనేది చెక్ చేస్తాను. దెన్ చేంజింగ్ లెంత్ చేంజ్ అవుతున్నాయా లేదా ఒక ఎంప్లాయీ కోడ్కి. సో టార్గెట్ ఏంటి, DWHA. ఫైనల్ టార్గెట్ ఈజ్ లైక్ వేర్ దే విల్ సేవ్ ఇన్ డేటా వేర్ హౌస్ దట్ వీ నో. అండ్ దెన్ టార్గెట్ నేమ్ ఈజ్ EMP_TGT. It means employee_target is the table name. So here also I am creating one table that is called the employee table. Here also I am one table I am creating that is called employee_target. In between what I am doing, I am doing some transformations. That transformations I am going to test by using the testing document. And what are the column names in employee target? Target_ID, target_department name, target_city. Last one is TGT_code. This is the last one. So these are the column names in the target table. So now what we are mapping from source to target, we are mapping by using transformations. These transformations now I am going to check with the testing document. So what are the test cases I am doing here is, in the testing document, the first test I am doing is row count from source and target should match. నేనేమనుకుంటున్నానంటే రో కౌంట్ అనేది సోర్స్ టార్గెట్ రెండు మ్యాచ్ అవ్వాలి. జనరల్ గా అంతే కదా, ఇందులో రోస్ అందులో రోస్ వేరేగా ఉండవు కదా, నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రోస్ షుడ్ బి సేమ్. లేకుంటే హౌ దే, ఐ టోల్డ్ యూ ఆల్రెడీ, when you match something you cannot match with null, right? Suppose we want to compare the 3 heights we want to compare from, I think here how many are there, 4, I think 4 people, right? So 4 people should have one row of each column, one value should exist. Then only I can match with, I can compare my height with respect to Murali, with respect to Bhargav, with respect to Vijay. Otherwise if one one is null, I cannot compare. So that row count I will check first one. The second test is like all IDs should start with SK. I mean that name should start with SK to start అయినయా లేదా. Third one, check first 3 letters only exist in the department name in target లో నాకు అన్ని లెటర్స్ వద్దు, because maybe the name is, city name is maybe bigger. So in that case I want in the target name first 3 letters is enough for me. So that I want to check. In the fourth case, check first 3 letters only in the exist, అవి లోవర్ కేసా కాదా, whether the 3 letters that has transferred from source to target is lowercase or not. That I am going to check in the fourth test case. In the fifth, I am going to check the length of the code, 10 digits or not. Generally, for suppose if it is a mobile number like that, you know that it should be a 10 digit. Foreign code, it means national code. If you add it, with symbol, it will become a character like again. So let us say only, let us stick to the number only. In that case, the number length should be 10 only. So now whether it is 10 or not, if any change is there, where the change is occurring. So these are the test cases. Now we are going to check by querying the document by using SQL. Okay, by using SQL only. So I told you open your accounts. I think Vijay and Bhargav, can you write your own now? If you are able to write your own, I will simply copy this and I will send to you. One by one, you can run it. Is it opened? I mean, are you people ready with Snowflake account?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just one line you just copy. Just okay. Okay. I think that you have to create this what you call database and all. Huh? Okay, I do one thing. I will run each and every line one by one, and I will explain. After that, you do yourself. Your own, you try to write. I will share this code with you people, and I will share that document also. In that, you can do some changes also, whatever the changes you want. Many test cases you can write your own. These you can take as a reference. These are the cases that you can take as a reference, and you can add on working on that. Clear till now? Any doubt in theory? Any doubt in theory so far? So we will go for demo now.
Yeah,
clear. Okay, thank you. So now, see, first what I am doing is create or replace table. I told you someone like Vijay. Now I am going to make a table called EMP. That is in the source. Generally, EMP is the source table we thought, right? Source table is called EMP. Target table called TGT underscore EMP. So in that, what are the things I am writing is in the first ID, that is number. In the second, department name, that is character string, right? So varchar of 30 size I am giving. Size you can give any number based on the size you are thinking, like department name. It may be like financial department, commercial department, payroll department. It's like based on that you can write the you can change the size of it. City, where from it is called varchar. It is also string. Code also varchar I have given as it is. I'm going to find length of it, and maybe some in terms of the digits, some letters may be there. It means mixed. So if it is mixed, it will work. So I am taking code as a varchar of 30. So this I will run now. I'm just doing control enter. So table EMP successfully created. And if you see down query details in this, you can see rows is equal to 1. Row is equal to 1 only. So now I am, why? Because one row, columns are many, like 4. ID number, department name, city, code. These are the columns, but one row. But now I am inserting values. I am not inserting the second row. This also you can insert, but only one row of values will be there. But in the third line I am inserting. So in that, insert into EMP, this is the syntax. Values I am inserting now. So that's why insert into EMP table, values, ID number is 10, department name is finance, varchar city name is Hyderabad, code is something 1 2 3 4 5 7 8 9. See, this braces should be separated, then rows will count. So here, how many closed braces are there? That many number of rows will come. So this Hyderabad, Bangalore 1 row, medical Vizag 1 row. It means now 3 rows will come. So what I am doing is I am simply inserting values into the table. I am running it. What I inserted now, number of rows inserted is 3 rows.
Sir.
Sorry.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, we are newly creating a table right now.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We are newly creating. This is already not created one. Now I am creating EMP. So suppose if it is already there with respect with the EMP name, it will replace. That's all. Okay. So now I am inserting values. I inserted how many rows? I inserted 3 rows. I have inserted. Okay. Now see, number of rows are 1, 2, 3, like not 1, 2, 3, not like 123. Okay. So here I'm in the bottom. So now select star, we know that I am not creating any view. I am just giving select star from EMP table means we see everything what we have given in the table. That is select star, right? In the beginning also we have talked about it. So what is ID? 10, 20, 30. Department names are finance, payroll, medical. City names are Hyderabad, Bangalore, Vizag. Codes I have given like something 10 digits. Codes I have given in the source table. Now, okay. Now what is the thing I am doing is I am creating a target table also. After, by doing transformations. See, whatever the transformations I have said, ఏవైతే చేంజెస్ నేను చెక్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను ఆ చేంజెస్ ఆల్రెడీ నేను టార్గెట్ టేబుల్లో I have made it. So now I am making a target table also. Create a replace table tgt underscore emp. See, id underscore number దగ్గర what I just given like tgt underscore id underscore sk. Why? Because I want to check sk whether it is added it or not. tgt underscore department name, tgt underscore city, tgt underscore code. Okay, so this is the table that I am creating now. So table target underscore emp successfully created and number of rows is equal to 1 here. Clear? So this row I am this 8th line I am not executing, 9th line I am executing. So what I am doing is now I am inserting values into the target underscore emp table and number of rows are 3 only. Number of rows are 3. Here number of rows inserted 1, 2, 3, like it's like 1, 2, 3. It is like still up here, not like 123. I told you. So now select now from target emp. What are the things are there in the target emp? These are the things are there in the target table. Okay. So for clear, source I have inserted, source table I have created and I have inserted some data. Target table I have done some transformations. I will change here also. Now I will change one by one. I will explain. First, whatever the changes that we will check now. So now first test case I am going. What is the test case we have taken? First one, row count from source and target should match. So row count అనేది source to target to రెండు match అవ్వాలి అంతే కదా. So that is the first one. So test case 1, counting number of rows. Select count start from emp table, select count start from target emp table. This I will run. So if you check count 3, run the second line, count 3. It means it is okay, it is success, no problem in that. Number of rows count is not changed. After that we will come to test case by changing it. Okay, I will change the number of rows and I will check. I will tell you how it will appear later. Now in the test case 2, check first 2 letters in target id. Target id lo I am going to check first 2 letters. So I am running it. What are the first 2 letters? Actually what we thought actually in the transformation, the id should be added, sk should be added to that, right? But what actually added in the first case, it is okay sk, but in the second case it is s2. It means it is failure. So here it is failed, the case is failed. Why? Because if you see here sk, here I am giving, I have given here I have given s20. Understand? In the id I have given s20. So that is error, it is like, I mean that is the test case failed, I can say. In the third
Data
case,
mismatch.
yeah, data mismatch. So that you have to write. So next, in test case 3, check first 3 letters only in target department name. Check first 3 letters. So what actually here, see, I want to see whether first 3 letters come or not, but in the finance department only 2 letters came. It means one is again mismatch. So it is in the first thing it is failed, in the second case it is okay, in the third case it is okay. Test case 4, check first 3 letters lower case kada. See, one is lower case, the I mean two cases are lower, but another case is not changed. So that mismatch you have to report. In the test case 5, check length of code whether 10 digits or not. So in the second and third case it is okay. In the first case, it is 9. It means one mismatch. So this is the way you have to test whether it is source to target table, whether matching or not. That is what actually mapping. So mapping means finally I told you we match, we compare from source to target by giving changes or transformations from source to target. Definitely some transformations will be there. That is what actually our fundamental case like. See, now you will understand from the beginning to beginning theory, everything like that. See, in the case of ETL, what actually I extracted is I extracted source table. I transformations I have applied something, and then I have loaded into DWH, data warehousing. After loading it, then you can write query again. Of course, after DWH also you will write a query, but to draw the reports, not to check. By this time, no, it should be full. I mean, false free. Like it means there are no pickpots in that. To draw the outcomes or reports or dashboards. In this case, I mean, by when you're coming to DWH, it should be like there should be no errors. Like by this time, testing should be done, right? That is what actually in this 3 categories we will do. In each case we will do actually testing we will do, right? So in the CTL itself is the testing is there. So this is the way we have to check. Now you please try to write your own. I will send a copy. You try to write your own, and we do some changes also. Got it? So can I copy and paste it in the chat box itself? You will run. I will tell you what to run, and first I will send you. Please check chart. In that I have copied the whole code. Why is not happening? Did you get it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. We got it in chat box.
Okay. Right. You copy and paste it, okay? And you make one database. You know that how to you make a database. Under that database, you make it run. As your system admin or account admin, that's your wish. You give permissions and run it. Let's say 4 hours, 3 hours. Test case 4 and 5 I have separated, some data missing is there in the first copy and paste. From test case 4 you write second message, like you copy. So okay, now for suppose in the first table, source table, what I have given is the same thing like that. But in the second table, what I am running now, see in this one row count I am changing. It means this insert into the target table is there, na? Only one row I am taking. Only one row I am taking. Okay. String finance is too long. String finance is too long. Okay. Then I am taking target city. Also I am taking this one. Okay. So now see, now number of rows is equal to 1. Now if you check the test case 1, it will vary, because in the source table it is 3, in the target employee table it is 4. count. So number of rows is equal to 1 only. Something. Okay. Okay, already 3. I mean, before I have added, na? So actually it is 1. But before added, I have 3. So it has come 4. It means it is like mismatch only. Understand? It is mismatch only. So like that, you have to change. See here, some error came, na? It throws some error. That is number varchar. I have given na, number of letters that maximum 30 you can give. But in this case, I want to give 3 only. Okay, I want to give 3. That's why I have given FIN and HYD. And you can query this one also. First 3 letters, first 2 letters, first 3 letters of city. This you can check. Select distinct department name, not city. This you can check. So now it is like HYD, DAN, VIZ, HYD. It means they all are first 3 characters only. It means all are success. No failure or no mismatch in this. Clear? Can you people run this? Now simultaneously, please you do yourself and run the code. If any problem is there, I will help you. Are you doing? I know Murali, I think cannot do. He is from mobile. Murali, you cannot do, right?
Yeah, AMMAJI.
Yeah.
I'll do it later. Okay.
I will share this in. Okay. This documents I will share with you people in WhatsApp. Okay. That also I am doing now. Reminding people, Vijay, you people can see that, right? So documents also you see. I'm sharing. Do and ask if any doubts are there. First, create a database. Under the database only, you have to write a worksheet. The basics you do not forget. Don't run simply by making a data sheet. You take under data sheet under a database. Vijay and Bhargav, are you people doing?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, are you doing?
I'm not getting it. I will do after completing our this class.
Okay. Vijay, you?
Sir, I am also, sir,
Oh.
after class.
Okay, in that case, okay.
Sir,
I will do some changes and I'll let you know. I tell you, but you have to write this 5 test cases in different way. See your wish. You can change whatever you like. But one thing you have to do is like, when you are loading target table, there you have to change what are the changes you thought to do in transformation. Right? In the transformation table, whatever the things you want to do here in the transformation, this you have to do in target table. Then you have to check whether it is source with respect to target, both are matched or not. As you think, it means for suppose SK is added to the name, first 3 letters are came or not in the city, as it is, as you think it is big storing in city names, and first 3 letters whether it is lowercase or uppercase, and fine changing. See, if any changes are required after that, loading we will see later on. But as of now, we are doing transformations and testing part only we are doing, and you have to write a test cases like this. See, this is a small case we are taking, but in generally, this is very big, right? The data size is very big, number of columns, number of rows are very, very big in size. It means you have to see each query, and in that each column you have to check row by row. It means what are the changes are there, it will be highlighted. And wherever the errors came, wherever the bugs came, you think the mismatch, there you have to write a status report, you have to write. then that will be changed further in the processing. So that is the case like. So now once again I am going to take this code. So any changes for suppose already I think size we have changed already from the beginning. You want to explain anything? I mean in this 5 test cases, any doubts are there or anything you want to change in this?
Sir,
Or
I
in the-
have doubt how you are writing these test cases, sir. Select distinct left means, sir.
left, I mean left side, it means LSB side, like we write right first
Sir, this is you are using TGT underscore city is a column name.
yeah. Now it is yeah, city column name of 3 characters only. It means left side actually, see I want to see 3 characters, right? 3 letters only I want to put.
Yeah.
Okay, for suppose Hyderabad is there, city name, I want HYD only. So that is
Okay.
that is what actually I am checking here. For
Okay,
suppose
okay.
if you want first 4 letters, you can write there in the varchar, you can put it 4. If you want up to 4 letters, if you want up to 2 letters, you can put 2, 3, 4, you can change. That is called from target EMP. See, finally what you are doing from the target table, whether the data is matching with respect to source table or not, that you are checking. Or as you think, as you transformed. See, first Hyderabad is the city name, you want HYD only, you don't want actually Hyderabad total full name. So whether it is happened or not. So here if you run this, what came like in the left side, I mean left characters, left, it means first 3 characters. If it is right, top, rightmost 3 characters will come like HYD, BIN, BIZ, HYD. It is right, but 4 are success. 4 are successful, but in the next case 2 are how many failed? 2 failed. Why? Because you want lower cases only, not upper cases. It means if you only count the number of characters in the left side of the city, it is success. 4 cases are success. But if you test the lower cases, 2 cases are failed. So like that the conditions are. It means if one test case is passed, it is not passed. It means all the cities are right and city names, everything is right. You cannot say. Each and every test case, it should pass. Clear? Any other? Any other? Actually, even in the target and if you see, create, code, what we have given here, 1 2 something like, see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, 1 2 3 something like this. I have changed completely, but you should be like, it should be almost like same. Little changes should be given, like if you see Bangalore, say Bangalore, I think completely newly I have written and a new number I have written. You can change this one also. Same you copy first and then you do changes so that you will understand. For suppose I have changed length now. For suppose in the third code number also I am changing. First you copy the same, you paste it and then you change the length. Now you can find this, you can change the length. I mean you can you can run the test case, what you call the tgt underscore code underscore length. See how many changes are there, like only 1 change is there. It means remaining all are 10 digits only. Because I think after that we have not run it, right? So I'm running once again this table values. Now the errors come like, now you run it. This one also you run it once. Insert EMP. Now you run test case 5. Do you think errors will come? Definitely will come because I have changed many. See, it is adding actually every time. If you want from the beginning again, it means the number of rows are increasing here. Why? Because old rows also it is adding like. If you don't want that, I mean if it is confusion, then you have to every time you have to run this. First you run create. So same insert. Now employee table you insert. I have inserted this. Now if you want to see, select from EMP, you can see now not exactly what numbers and what you have given, now it is coming. Now in the same way, create run the target also, target table also, and insert the values, and you check if you want from target also, target ID, something like what are the changes are occurred. Now you run it. Every time this you have to do. For suppose after this, if you do some testing, like it will be like even it is like adding number of rows you are increasing, like understand. In order to test each case, your source and target you have to compare both at that instant of time only. Lekunte number of rows marutai, automatically it will change. Now if you see, I think number of rows are same. I think any change we have done. Number of rows count, you see, count what is 3, here what is 3, same. So if you change, if you remove one row, any row, the count mismatch will come. After that, the test case you have not checked with something, like you can do this one, you can do something like what you call the left side digits sk s2. Is it clear? Any doubt so far?
Sir,
Yeah, any doubt so far?